Welcome. Why so hard for people to love? Yes, why so hard for people to love? Because people don't have God. If you don't have God, you can't love. What? If you can't love, you don't have God. Because God is love. And people wondering why they can't love. Because they don't have God. If you have God, you have love. And people that don't have God, they don't have love, because God is love. What? God is love. And if people don't have God, they don't have love, because love is God. The Bible says, for God so loved the world. Love is sacrifice. Love is compassion. Love is care. Love is. If you see a brother, the Bible says, if you see a brother in need, you don't say peace and be well, but you give them the thing that he need. This is wrong in our society. We don't have God. If you don't have God, you don't have love. Why do you think people, why do you think homes have fatherless home? Because number one, glory to God, people just having sex where they're having love. Anytime a guy will give you a condom, he say, this is what you're worth, a condom. You don't worth a commitment. You don't worth a care. You don't worth a concern. So he give you a condom rather than giving you love. Love is the greatest power in this world. So people getting divorced and married and divorced and married. What? No, you need love. You need God. All this divorcing you doing, it's not you find the right person to be compatible to. You're trying to find love. You're trying to find God, because God is love. And that's the problem we have in our nation. People don't know the real meaning of God, and they don't know the real meaning of love, because love is the essence. Love is like the flowers coming together, blooming. It was love. If you don't show love to a plant, that plant will die, because plants are sensitive. Plants are alive. So if you don't have love for that plant won't blossom. That plant won't spring. Because why? Because the plant is sensitive to your affection. I'm not going to say feeling, to your affection. Because it's affection, that's why you love. You don't love because of sex. Hallelujah. Sex should be the last resort in your vocabulary. Are you listening to me? Go to God. My friend, love is God. If you don't have God, you can't love. So when a person, listen, when a person don't have God, they can't love. When a person don't have the Savior within their soul, they cannot love. Because love is the foundation of everything. What do you think people? I did a video on love. I did a video on divorce. Our society in operate because people don't have God. And when you don't have God, you cannot be in a relationship with one another, because it was love that lifted us. If you are a Christian, you're watching this, and if you have God, you have love. Because, come on, look at it. If you see somebody get put out, hey, go to God. If you see somebody get put out, go to God, I'm being evicted. You don't get their stuff. Come on, you don't get this stuff. What you do, you try to find a person and help them to gather their stuff together, or give them some money to get them into a place. But when you don't have love and you don't have God, you will take their stuff and put in your house with no regrets, because you don't have love. Love is a foundation. Love is the center. Love, if you're trying to get married and you don't have love, it's going to be hard for you to stay in a relationship that you don't have love of. So what you do, you're trying to cover it with things. You're trying to cover it with appearance. Why? Because you don't have love. And if you don't have love, you don't have God. God is the foundation. Oh, glory to God for everything. Love is like a heart. If you don't have the heart, you can't live. If you don't have a battery in the car can't run. If you don't have a key to open the door, you can't get in the house. I'm saying to you, my friend, if you don't have God, you can't love. Yes, if you don't have God, you can't love her. You can't love him, because God is the foundation of love. The Bible said God is love. What? God is love.